Baseball's biggest day, the start of the World Series, with the New York Giants solidly behind manager Bill Terry in his argument with Yankee Joe McCarthy. But here are the real contenders, Carl Hubbell, Giant pitcher, and Red Ruffing of the Yanks. And I'll bet Babe Ruth's itching to be in there too, as of yore. The first ball's tossed in by Governor Lehman of New York, and play ball rings out over the Polo Grounds. Hubbell leads off to the first Yankee batter up, Grossetti, and the first Yankee down on a grounder thrown out by Jackson. And now for a few highlights of the game. Ruffing hands one to Bartell that goes smack into the stands for the first Giant home run of the series. Boy, those Giant rooters are wild now. And here's another Giant drive in the sixth. Mellott smack down the left field line is a Lulu, and he's stretching it for 2 bases. Ripple's up next, and he bunts. A beautiful sacrifice, sending Ott to third. Now it's Mancuso that connects with Ruffing's pitch, and his single sends Ott steaming home for the second Giant run. The rain and mud don't help much. Yankee hopes take a new heart in the 8th when Grossetti finds the secret of Hubbell's mighty arm for a base line drive that's good for 2 sacks, whether Dick Bartell, Giant shortstop, thinks so or not. Next, Rolf bunts on an attempted sacrifice to send Grossetti to third, but Hubbell fumbles the bunt and Rolf's safe at first. Things look good for the Yanks now. DiMaggio, their first-year star, is up next. But DiMaggio's line drive is snared by Whitehead at second, the best play of the game, and it's thrown into a double play, catching Rolf. But you ain't seen nothing yet. Terry starts off the Giant fireworks in the last half of the 8th with a clean single to center. Mellott up next, and he lays down a perfect bunt for a clean hit. Ripple's the next Giant batter, and he sacrifices, advancing Terry and Ott. Mancuso, and then Whitehead gets a free pass, forcing Terry in. Ruffing's in a rough spot, and here's the payoff. Jackson hits a sacrifice fly to DiMaggio, and it does the trick. Ott coming in after the catch to add another Giant score. The Yanks are blowing up, and it's a rout. Hubbell's tricky grounder is good for a hit and a run or two as the Yanks start throwing the ball around. It's a case where a wild throw means just a couple more Giant runs. And there goes your old ball game. Giants 6, Yankees 1.